What's up guys, welcome back. With the cost of groceries going through the roof, I feel like it's just about time for a budget-friendly recipe. So today I'm gonna show you how to make these fantastic garlic parm chicken drumsticks. Now the chicken drumstick is traditionally one of the cheaper cuts of the chicken. I'm gonna show you how to make it absolutely delicious. We're gonna deep fry it and toss it in my garlic parm sauce. But before we get into the recipe, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right guys, meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. First things first, let's take a look at these ingredients. Super simple today. Luckily for me guys, Wegmans has gone ahead and done a pretty bad job of lollipopping these chicken legs. I'm gonna show you how to clean that up. Well, the reason why I like that is because Wegmans assumes all of the loss and losing the little bit of meat that they're cutting off of there. So if you can find it already lollipopped, you can grab that. If not, I'll show you how to do it. We've got butter. Kerrygold is my favorite. We've got some grated Parmesan cheese. We've got some roasted garlic, or it will be roasted garlic, parsley, and some buttermilk. All right guys, so as I stated earlier, this step is optional. You can fry up the whole drumstick for this recipe. It's just kind of, good presentation here. So we want to get rid of some of this cartilage. The best way to do that is with a paring knife or some good kitchen scissors. This one's pretty clean right here. If you want to remove any of the excess, gristle, you can just take a paring knife and scrape down, basically Frenching it. This one's in pretty good shape, so we won't do but so much here. But that's kind of what you're looking for right there. Nice clean bone, lollipop chicken drumstick. Again, optional, you can cook the whole thing, no big deal. But you want to take your kitchen scissors, kind of remove this additional, cartilage and whatnot. Just cut that out. It's probably the easiest way to do it, like so. And then just take your knife like I showed you a moment ago and give it a good scrape. Super easy. All right guys, so after you go ahead and trim down your drumsticks, we went ahead and rinsed them off, got them nice and clean. Make sure there's no, bone fragments or cartilage or anything like that that could damage your teeth. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and season this up with my AP and some Lemon Bae, followed by some of my girl Kimmy from Kimmy's Creations. Her seasoning is great as well. Those are the three flavors we're going down with today. Quick little dose of AP. Lemon Bae is amazing on poultry as well. Also guys, big announcement, I have my very own all-purpose seasoned flour hitting the market very soon. Maybe by the time this video was out, I'm not quite sure. There's a good chance though. So I'll give you guys some more information on that, but you heard it here first. Season them up nicely. Going down with a little hot sauce as well, because why the hell not? And then we're gonna coat these in buttermilk and let them brine for about 30 minutes to an hour. So the buttermilk's gonna do a couple things, guys. It's gonna add a little bit of flavor. It's gonna tenderize the chicken because there's some acid in the buttermilk. And then it's also gonna help that cornstarch breading stick nicely to the chicken as well. Get there, give it a little mix. You can kind of see all the seasoning going into the buttermilk. Chicken's gonna be well marinated by the time it's ready to hit that oil. Plenty of flavor in there. And then we're gonna coat it in that garlic parm sauce, which is gonna take things over the top. All right, my friends, the star of the show for the sauce is roasted garlic. If you watch this channel, you've seen me do this numerous times. I'm gonna show you again. Go ahead and preheat the oven to 400 degrees. We're gonna chop the end off the garlic piece. We're gonna peel some of the skin back, exposing the garlic. We're gonna hit it with some avocado oil, a little seasoning, wrap it up, 40 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees, and you got absolutely perfect roasted garlic. All right, my friends, we're using the cornstarch breading for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't get as dark when you fry it, and drumsticks take a little bit longer to cook than wings, so we don't want them to be too dark. And two, They're gonna make sure that they're extra crispy to hold up to this relatively thick sauce that we're working with. So 1 to 2 cups of cornstarch going in. Bring the flavor, we're going with a little chicken bouillon to amplify the chicken flavor. This is a great flavor enhancement, guys. If you haven't used it, it's fantastic. It does have a little MSG for full transparency. Teaspoon or 2 of that going in. And then of course, to cover all the bases, you got the all-purpose seasoning. Feel free, guys, to use whatever seasoning you like on your chicken. Just make sure that you season it with something. Then we're also gonna add in about 1/3 of a packet of sazon. Don't go too crazy, just a little bit. Give that a mix, and then we'll be ready to fry. All right, guys, we got 1 stick of melted butter here. To that, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of garlic paste, or whatever's left in this little squeeze tube here. And then we're gonna go in with our roasted garlic from earlier. That's absolutely roasted to perfection, nice and soft. Gonna add great flavor to this sauce. I like to begin by using the rubber spatula and kind of just pressing down on the garlic to kind of mash it up a little bit. It'll work its way into the sauce and not be too lumpy. You could also use like an immersion blender or a food processor or something and just turn it into a paste, but you could also do the same thing with your spatula against the wall of your bowl like you see me doing right here. Same thing. We're just gonna work that in. We're gonna start adding in our Parmesan cheese. Quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Going in with some parsley. Just keep on mixing. I'm gonna add a little seasoning. And once you get the sauce right where you want it, you set it aside until it's time to add it to your fried chicken. I like to save a little bit of the grated parm for final garnish, along with some of that parsley. But that's all you got to do right there, guys. Roasted garlic, garlic paste, a little seasoning, some butter, Parmesan cheese. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, so after your chicken is adequately marinated, we're gonna knock off any excess buttermilk, swirl that right around in that cornstarch mixture. Make sure there's no bald spots. Knock off any excess cornstarch. Place that on a wire rack. Place that on a baking sheet. And just repeat that process until your oil is up to temperature, 350. We're gonna drop the chicken and fry it till it's done. All right, so we're gonna drop our drums on into the oil. The sazon is giving us a little bit of a yellow color, which is just fine. It's gonna fry up beautifully golden brown, and then we're gonna toss it in that sauce. Don't overcrowd your fryer, guys. I think I'm gonna do maybe 3 at a time for this, just to make sure we don't overcrowd it. All right, guys, as you can see, we have some perfectly fried chicken. We got a delicious garlic parm sauce. I'm gonna do 3 at a time. Just add them on in there. Toss them like some chicken wings. We're gonna go ahead and plate this up with some ranch dressing or the dipping sauce of your choice. This is the part where I say brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. Little final garnish with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, because why the hell not? A little extra parsley if you're feeling frisky. And then I'm getting here for a taste test. But before we do the taste test, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, moment of truth.